I've driven the streets of 100 cities to catch criminals. But Jericho is a different beast. I've always sworn I'd drive to hell and back to take him down. Looks like I just got my chance.
Yeah! Please welcome Martin Edmondson, ladies and gentlemen. Martin, creator of the game.
Hello. Hi there.
Nice to see you. It looks like from what we just saw, those two men do not like each other.
No, that's right. There's quite a history between those two characters. Basically, I mean, we've very much gone back to the roots of the game. The history is very important to us, so we've gone back to the roots of what made that original Driver game such a unique experience. So the first thing we've done is to bring back John Tanner. He's the undercover cop that we played in the first game in Driver 1. He's a little older, a little more hard-bitten. And we've also brought back his arch enemy from the second game, Driver 2, Charles Jericho.
Yes.
And this sets us up for a relentless manhunt between these two historic characters. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you a video taken from gameplay that shows just a few key moments from the action from the E3 build of Driver San Francisco. And talking about going back to the roots, we've returned the action to Driver 1's San Francisco, obviously, one of the most iconic car chase cities of all time, made famous in the original Bullitt movie. So being all about city car chasing, Driver, we're going to go straight into the action here, a car chase between Tanner and Jericho. We've also brought back the famous alleyways from Driver 1, stacked high with garbage to smash through, bursting back onto the streets. That's all back. We've worked really hard on the handling to bring back that Driver 1 feel of the handling, the 70s movie car chase feel of the big power-out, tail-out slides. And you'll notice also for the first time in Driver's history, real licensed cars, over 100, well over 100, and we do damage them. So we're using the driver's view here. This is a view used in many of the 70s car chase movies like Bullitt and French Connection that inspired the original game. For the car buffs out there, he's driving his own car, 1970s Dodge Challenger RT. Now that looks like the end of Tanner's chase, and whilst Jericho gets away, I want to show you this. It's a brand new, innovative, and a game-changing feature, actually, that we call Shift. Now, to put this in context, what's happened earlier on in the game is that Tanner has been involved in a serious incident which has put him into a coma. This is deeply integrated into the story. He does not realize he's in a coma. He just thinks he's had a lucky escape and ended up with this quite amazing ability to be over the city like this. He can identify the cars. He's a car nut himself.
You should choose the neon.
And he can shift instantaneously into any vehicle. And at the simplest level, we can have a lot of fun with this. We can do things like shifting out into other vehicles just to rapidly change direction, like this. We can also set up crashes, obviously, if we want to. By the way, this is not an unlimited ability. It must be charged. And it also upgrades throughout the game. Here we can see we can pull higher. We can see more of the city, more of the vehicles in the world. And ultimately, it upgrades to the point where we can see the whole city in its entirety. Truly massive driving environment, 208 miles of very diverse roads. And it's a city full of life and full of missions. And Shift is your key to accessing these missions.
Wow. Holy crap.
Now there's, thank you. There's so much more to Driver San Francisco. There's so much more to Shift, especially when you get into the tactics and the missions. And to experience that, I'd like to invite you down to the Ubisoft stand, where you can have a hands-on with both single-player and multiplayer Driver San Francisco. And I can tell you that the multiplayer is absolutely transformed your perception of what a multiplayer driving game can be with the shift ability. So thank you very much for watching. I hope we see you down at the stand where we can actually give you the controller.
Wow, thanks, Martin.
Thank you.
I will come down
Cheers.
for 14 hours.